Aha, hello.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, hi.
Good
Hi.
evening. Welcome to the stream.
Your poll is not showing up on screen.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know. I don't know why it's not showing up on screen. I couldn't get it. It showed up when I built it, and then it didn't anymore. But basically, yeah, you just exclamation point, the word vote, space, and then the last name of whatever captain you're voting for.
Yeah, but I don't have the list because it's not showing.
I see a poll to the right of chat. It's like a little box, but there's nothing in the poll.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
What the
No
heck?
live polls.
To the right of chat?
Yeah, there's well, at least I'm on my phone, but there's a chat bar,
Oh,
and there's
okay.
like a little
That's so weird.
like a tick box.
It's definitely a work in
Operations
progress.
role.
Yeah,
That's why we're doing it now and
Yeah, we're learning.
a week and a half.
we're learning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. Anyway, the poll doesn't close until 9:30, so hop into chat on the Twitch and vote.
But who are the choices?
So the choices are Kirk, Picard, Janeway, Cisco, Giorgio, Lorca, Pike, Freeman,
And that one that
Archer.
you blacked out?
Archer, and the one that I blacked out. Yes.
Who's Archer? I don't know who Archer is.
From Enterprise.
I
Enterprise.
never saw Enterprise.
Scott Bakula.
Well, you're not missing much.
Nah.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I don't know how to pick.
Picard.
Hun, take your headphones off for a second.
Did you put Janeway and Cisco? Did you say?
I did say Janeway and Cisco. The other option is Burnham.
Yeah.
All right, honey.
You know, it helps if you're talking quietly enough that I can't hear you in my office.
All right, sorry. I thought I was talking quieter. My bad.
That was proved to be false.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blocked my ear, so I didn't actually hear you.
There we go. See.
That's good.
Anyway, welcome to Star Trek.
Yes!
Lexington,
Welcome.
last of the line.
Yay.
And yeah, definitely. So yeah, like I said, voting closes at 9:30, so in about 24 minutes. So get your votes in for whatever captain you want to vote for there. So far, it looks like Pike is winning.
I almost voted Lorca, just saying.
Oh, wow.
Lucius Malfoy.
Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, God. Captain Slytherin.
So, what do we write into vote?
Exclamation point, vote, space, captain's last name.
Okay.
But don't type Captain's last name.
No,
Actually, type it.
Oh, hey, now it's showing up with the options.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Where? Oh, there.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
chat.
In chat.
Yeah, so yeah, just like it says, exclamation point, vote, and then one of those last names.
Except I still see all the formatting. That's hilarious. Sorry.
It's a work in progress, man.
I know.
It is. Let's see if I
I'm
can
sorry.
get-
I don't mean to be critical. I just find it amusing.
Oh, is that Eric?
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. No.
Oh,
That-
yes.
Ooh, we are tied now. Thank
That happened.
you. No, we're not.
So, Eric, if you haven't been hearing, we are having a vote in the chat of the Twitch.
What's that?
We're having a vote in the chat of Twitch. If you go into
Oh.
Twitch, in the chat, there's a vote. You can vote for your favorite captain. Exclamation point, the word vote, space, the captain's last name.
Oh,
Yeah, the banner went
I will.
down again.
Oh,
You're
that's
gonna
not
have
supposed
to-
to close. That's not supposed to ever vanish.
The chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Mhm.
unfortunate.
I mean, it's still showing up in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the stream chat, but it's
There
No,
should be a running tally of votes.
It is. It is running
Visible.
a tally of votes.
No, I know, but it should be visible on stream.
Yeah, it's
But
supposed to be. I don't know why it's not. I don't. It was visible when I was setting it up, and then when I switched away to a different scene, and then came back to it, it wasn't showing, and nothing I've done has made it become visible again.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. I think they intend for you to make it build it live when you're going to use it, which is annoying.
Possibly, yeah.
That is annoying.
But
Very.
we'll work with it.
Oh, so Eric won't be able to actually see the poll chat if he just joins into Twitch now.
True.
Yeah, I was
Because
rejoining to see if I
there's
could...
no there's no history
Yeah.
when you join.
Oh, is there a bot that kind of spits it, recycles it every once in a while, or no?
Every 5 posts.
There's no live polls.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello there.
Well, let me look at this. You better be working, or I'm going to be very frustrated.
Yeah.
It's tallying.
Yeah, it just there's a little box on the thing that you can click on, and it says no live polls.
Weird, because there's definitely a live poll that runs out in 19 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so this is one of our prequel sessions for the Extra Life campaign that we're going to be doing next weekend. That's going to be the 1st and 2nd of October, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're trying out some things, including the poll that we want to use during Extra Life. But in the meantime, you can be donating to Extra Life. Right there. There's our link. That'll take you to our team page, and you can donate to any one of us or to the team itself. We are raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Each of us is raising for our most local hospital. Most of us are raising for Boston, but we also have Orlando, Buffalo, Bay State, and San Diego represented on our team. So go in, donate. Every cent you donate goes straight to the hospital. There's no overhead, and we don't see a dime of it. So that is that, and as we mentioned multiple times, if you're just joining us, we have a poll going for your favorite Star Trek captain. It's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing. We'll figure that out later. But just put !vote, space, and then the last name of the captain you want to vote for, and they are probably a valid option. That poll will end in about 18 minutes, and then we will get results on who our favorite captain is. So far, only 2 captains have been voted for out of the 5 votes that have come in. So,
Who's winning?
currently Pike.
Yes.
Pike has 3, and Picard has 2. So,
No
Wow.
Kirk love.
yeah, no Kirk love. So you Kirk people, there we go. You Kirk people, get in on this if you want to.
Awkward.
If you want to make this happen. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Tripper, who is our GM for this story.
Greetings, salutations, all forms of life. That was nerdy as all hell, and I don't care.
We're playing Star Trek on.
I know. I'm being
with
very
dice. We're playing Star
I'm
Trek
very
with dice.
I am very self-aware, and there's a part of me that is internally bullying myself. I apologize.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so last week we had fun with our cadets and Matt, who is a very, very, at that point, old ensign. Matt
Who
is
is
not
late
here.
for duty as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's not here. That's okay. That's okay. He and I talked if there's a contingency plan for him not being here, so we can press on regardless. So last week went through talking about the rules, basic rules for like ship stuff and even planet side stuff, basically just how die rolls work and all the skills and everything. So now this week we are going to continue on with the story. So at the end last time, everyone was having a good old time in the cafe. Arm wrestling was happening. People were narrowly avoiding having their shoulders torn. It was great.
Well, it's fun.
So what's happening now is this is the same little cruise, and you're still on the same ship, which was, if I recall correctly, the USS Machina. And so now this is about a week later, and your current mission is still part of a cadet cruise. Is they are taking you to a basically a dead planet that the civilization died off. God only knows how long ago, and it's just ruins at this point. So it's an archaeological dig site. So you are basically being sent there to observe, for lack of any other way to describe it. So
Is it Class M?
it is Class M. Yes. It's desert-like. It's very arid. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and send you guys to the dig site.
So while you're doing that, I like to imagine that the reason why Matt spent 20 years in Starfleet to getting to lieutenant commander is because of his chronic
He's late to
lateness.
meetings.
Yes. And that's written into his character, whether he likes it or not. Because that's the funny thing.
That checks out.
Because he's not here, he can't object. So it has been voted by committee. That is why Matt is the 25-something years lieutenant commander. They're admirals his age. Anyhow, all right, so here is the planet, and each of you can see where we're looking at right now, right?
Why do you hate me,
All right.
Tripper?
What do you mean?
White on yellow is impossible to read.
Ah, jeez. Okay, I guess I will have to adjust the tokens to be more inclusive. Give that until.
Well, if you zoom in enough, like you can.
No.
Not
Nah,
for Tim.
Not for Tim.
That's the
Oh,
catch
yeah.
with being colorblind is that it's not about proximity; it's about having bad eyes.
I guess I'll have to put borders on the letters.
Wait, what if you like hover your phone over it and put on like a color filter and it switches the colors around?
I do have colorblind glasses actually, but no, I can figure out which token's mine. It's
I
sort of
actually
the-
still I
as- as
actually
with the
do
bee.
find it hard to read as well, Tim. So it's not
Okay.
So
just
there you
you.
go then.
Yeah.
I'll add.
Also, I don't know if those are actually yellow. I just
Yes,
looked
They,
at
are
they
them.
yellow.
are yellow.
Cool.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
it's supposed to be the Starfleet
And-
Delta insignia.
And
With the
we don't
names
know
on
if they're
top.
red shirts or not.
No, there is no indication of any kind of color here. So,
Other than the yellow.
other than the yellow, but that's not. You're not all yellow shirts. Actually, you'd all be wearing. It's not the maroons that you see the crew and like officers wearing. It's kind of like it's a maroon jumpsuit sort of thing for the cadets. So it's not quite. Although Matt is wearing the normal uniform because he's an ensign and that's what they wear. And there's a pair of archaeologists there that are also in uniform, and that's
Okay.
the ones that are upside down. So
Yeah.
so one very important thing for maps is what direction your character is facing is critical. So we need to keep that in mind at all times. And during combat, if you turn, that costs an action point. So again, you can't just like turn around for free. So
Oh.
that's one reason why I designed these as they are, is so they're literally arrows pointing the direction where you're
That's
facing.
cool. I don't have control over my token though.
So, am I facing the wall right now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Are we in building?
Multiple
Or is this
people are.
like
Yeah.
You can't control your token.
You're examining the wall. Yeah.
Can
That wall is
anyone,
very interesting to me.
No, I
anyone,
can't. I can't control my
No.
token either.
no?
Can anyone
No.
else?
No,
What?
nope.
Did you assign them?
They are in people's journals. Can be edited and controlled by whoever.
You have to select the token itself and make it.
Yeah, you have to actually
assign it to
assign the
people.
token.
Oh, we have a character sheet.
We do have character sheets. I'm not using it personally.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah,
and I don't
the
think.
Roll 20 character sheets were kind of broken.
So you
I
know,
generated one
if you're watching
that I
this
can
and you happen
control.
to have the means to
I'm
fix
walking
things
around.
on roll 20, that didn't work.
Okay,
You just used,
so
like,
Why is there
action
2
point
hero
there.
tokens?
there are 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Why are there 2?
Because
I
Eric
don't know,
just
you
created
put 'em
one.
there.
You built it.
Did you, Eric? Did you just
Eric's-
drag that in there?
Yes,
Oh.
but I control this.
Okay,
I control this one, so that's the good news. That the one
okay.
that's facing the wall.
Everyone just drag in a new token to your current position.
Oh, good.
How do you do that?
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, how did you do that?
So you open your sheet,
Just click on your
you-
and then you
Oh my God.
there's a
Under your
picture, and
name
then you
and
just
get-
drag it, I guess.
Oh, you have to actually open
Yeah.
the sheet.
onto the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the sheet. Just on the right
Oh
side.
yeah, you just
where it
you
says
click
journal.
on the name.
Yeah, click on the name
I
and
got
drag
it.
Yeah.
Where?
Where'd mine go?
We're having
Where did I
out-of-body
go?
experiences. Oh my god.
Right.
Hey,
Carol is you're top left, Carol. Chloe.
I don't see me. Well, no,
extra
I
one
dragged one in and it didn't show up.
And it's gone.
see
Did you
Chloe.
click the image or the name?
All right. So yeah,
It's
if you
stupid.
I
gotta
got it.
you gotta
click
you
the
gotta
name.
drag the name. Yeah,
But I
it's-
can't delete my old one.
Yeah, we can't delete
I
our old
can't.
ones.
I am in process of doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one's the real Calvo? I want to
Uh,
delete the other
The
one.
one,
Please
the
step
one you
forward.
put down is the one on the left. I'm the one on the
Okay.
right.
Um,
Yeah.
Cable just disappeared.
You can tell because his is not in a square.
Correct. And I'm gonna fix that. Okay.
Ironically enough,
so-
I think I have a role that I
Parkin-
can use in this situation.
What are you doing? I was gonna move mine. That's why I moved it out of the way.
I'm making sure they're in the right. Okay, can everyone move their tokens now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. How many action points can I spend here?
Well, we're not there yet. We're not there
Turn
yet.
to the
There's
left.
other
Lord.
things happening.
Math is occurring.
Oh
right
boy,
now.
All
this
right.
is gonna be fun.
Now, I designed this map being
One,
archaeological dig before you all
two,
built your sheets. Literally, none of you have any points in archaeology.
I have geomorphology. I
Nope.
can determine the
This is gonna be a
terrain.
true cadet run here. Like
I can like
it's gonna be good.
based on like geography and like the area. I can
I'm in the
determine
wrong
things,
class. I'm in the
like
wrong
the rocks.
class.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Dude.
concerned with the future. Thank you.
Brains. My character's
I was
gonna
promised
die.
future.
I was promised future.
Does anyone else have planetary survival? Because like
Yeah,
I
I
feel
do.
that
I
like,
do.
I feel that if it rains, my
Nope.
character's gonna die because he has a 2.
But planetary
I don't have
survival was one that said you
You
had
pick
to pick
something.
a specific like skill
No,
in.
that was it was
Yeah.
an optional,
No, it wasn't.
and I did not take that option. I didn't think
Yeah,
that was gonna be on a ship in space, not on an arid world.
I
It's
was not aware.
started
of
I
on
that.
was
the character
wrong.
sheet.
Yeah, you have to pick a.
You have to pick
climate.
a specialization
for.
for planetary
planetary
survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I missed that
Yeah,
one.
but that wasn't a required course. That was
No, it's
a
not
but-
a required
but
course.
picking-
but
but
if you
picking a
if
thing.
you put points in it, you have to choose a
Oh,
specialization.
yes, I didn't put any
yes,
points
yes.
in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we
So I have planetary survival herbalism.
Well, I
Hey,
his
new best
environment
friend.
because mine was
new best
Yeah.
friend.
mine was going to be agriculture, but then I read the thing and it said you had to pick a climate, not a thing. So herbalism doesn't fly either. You have to pick a climate, like warm temperate,
What?
cold climate, cold temperate.
Oh, jeez.
Now I'm
Unless
confused.
Dripper wants to change that rule for us.
No, that's fine. Herbalism can be plants, and plants are plants as far as I'm concerned in this situation.
Well, then I'm going to go back to having
Whoa.
agriculture.
However, this is will not apply to fungi. Let's make it because fungi are not
What?
plants if you're
How-
going to be
How
literal.
can you can't take fungi out of herbalism? They're like essential.
That
Well, agriculture. Well, I don't know. All right.
yeah, herbalism is a bit
Yeah.
different than like plants. It's not it's
It's more of like
specifically medicinal,
yeah.
and
Uh,
there are
That's
definitely
Why I
some
picked it,
medicinal.
because I'm a
There are definitely
Healer.
medicinal or mushrooms,
yeah.
and you definitely want to know which ones are the medicinal ones.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
okay.
All of
okay,
them.
Got it.
So is it like Skyrim where you just eat everything until you figure out
Yes.
what it
Yes,
does?
that's
Yes.
exactly what it is.
Note to
Full
self:
health.
Yeah.
Use up the
Make-
full health now.
make enhanced biological stomach, machine stomach.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so Arctic, cool temperate, warm temperate, tropical, or desert?
All right. I'm doing agriculture because I was a farmer, and that's why I have planetary survival.
That makes perfect sense.
Can I just put like planetary survival South Boston?
I think that falls under
Nice.
streetwise.
Yeah, that would be straight.
So that'll give you a plus 20 to knife resistance. A plus
Planetary
30 to
survival
alcohol.
Dorchester.
Oh.
Streetwise is
Can I
like
just put like?
living in
Can I put like
slums.
traps then? If he's doing farming, can I do trapping or hunting?
Yeah, hunting will be fine.
Would we need to reassign
Hunting
points
in
for
South
that?
Boston? Wait, what?
The most dangerous game.
No, seriously.
I mean, he
there-
is in law
there a mugging
enforcement,
skill?
you
Can I
know.
put into mugging?
I mean,
So that's why he joined security. He got tired of hunting deer. He wanted something that could shoot back like a Klingon.
So real quick, we have 5 minutes left on the poll. If you are just joining us, because it looks like some people did, we are having a poll on your favorite Star Trek captain. Use the command !vote and then space and then put the last name of the captain you want to vote for. Kirk, Picard, Sisko, Janeway, Giorgio, Lorca, Pike, Burnham, Freeman, and Archer are all options. So put that in chat. With 5 minutes, we will have results on that vote.
Better be Picard.
Nope.
Well, someone's going to have to start voting because Picard is not currently winning.
Okay. So if we got our sheets
That's okay, you'll go
squared
back
away,
in time and fix it.
Yeah.
you know the one that would be most likely to go back in time? Kirk! So, how many times did he do that? A lot.
We don't know. He went back and erased the records of how many times he went back and did that.
So, it's theoretically infinite. Great.
Kirk
I
went
was
back
going
in
to say
time.
that.
Kirk has gone back in time 3 times just to erase paternal records.
I mean, if you think about it, every temporal loop is them just going back in time a few times.
That's true.
Basically. Although, then again, with one episode with the Bozeman, Picard and the whole Enterprise D looped time traveled like, 100 times or something.
Mhm.
So.
Is that the one with Kelsey Grammer?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yes. I
I
remember
love that
one.
one.
Four dots or something.
Time and Again was the
Mhm.
name of the episode, if I recall correctly. Okay, we're getting in the weeds here. All right, we got our sheets good. Our sheets are hunky dory. Good. Okay.
I wanted to
Alright.
say that before Harkin entered Starfleet, he wanted to be a Central Park Ranger.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, elf reference.
Okay.
Yes, because they hate their Santa Claus, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Elf reference. Okay.
Hey, how do I vote real quick in the chat?
Ex-
What do I do?
Exclamation votes the captain's name. Did you just go into chat? I will repost the.
It's on. It's still showing
Yeah,
on
I
the
just did.
video.
Well, it's still showing
On
on the
Twitch.
it's still showing on the Twitch.
I will-
Even if you don't have history in the chat, it's still visible on the screen
Yep.
in the
But
video.
I just posted the,
Okay,
the
that's fine.
poll again.
I think Matt's
Oh,
coming.
look!
Hey Matt,
Hey.
Matt, you
Go.
have get into Twitch right now. You have 3 minutes to vote on your favorite Star Trek captain. But we're gonna not keep talking about it. We're gonna go ahead and move on and actually play the game too.
One very important thing to note, Matt, is that we have figured out why your character has taken 20-something years to reach Lieutenant Commander.
Want to guess?
Here's a hint. It involves it's art
It's
imitation
very
life.
it's very you.
Oh boy. What was the Twitch again? I can't remember.
my goodness.
Twitch.tv TEM McLaughlin.
Yeah, T.E.
T.E.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
TE
If
McLaughlin.
you
Sorry.
did it not post the
McLaughlin.
video
I-
in the? It's
yeah.
McLaughlin.
Well, I'm
If
trying to
you-
get to it through my computer.
But did it not post in?
It posted the
It
stream.
posted in Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
So while you're voting, how does art imitate life in this case of your
Wait.
character?
Say that one more time.
Why did it take your character 25 years to become a lieutenant commander? Come on, you got to know this off the top of your head.
It's possible that he'll be late in answering.
I mean, it's why you're so late in your career.
Well played, sir. Well played.
He's getting
Looks like I missed the polls.
what? Really?
No, it's still going.
It's still going.
Hey, we have a vote for Kirk.
Look at
Oh,
that.
here it is.
It's not going for much longer though.
You have like 15 seconds
Get
to
it.
type exclamation
I can't even-
point votes.
Can you vote more than once?
He's
I don't think so,
going to miss voting.
but I don't actually know. I guess.
Find out.
20
Did that
seconds.
change my vote?
It did. I don't know.
No, it's 9:30. It's not 9:30.
It did add a second vote. 10 seconds.
Damn, we should just spam.
No, I could just keep on spamming Picard.
Apparently.
Oh,
I mean, 2-1. You could have.
The polling is now closed.
I just gotta
And
figure out
close.
the everything.
well,
Is it
it
gonna
looks
post the
like
results?
Matt was late for voting.
Okay.
Oh well. I'll figure it out one of these days.
He still hasn't figured out why his character.
I feel like it's because that the player playing him is just like behind the times.
That's not.
That's
entirely
not
wrong.
entirely false. You're getting there.
I feel like I just have really bad luck.
No,
No, you're
no.
off base now. You're.
Cold.
Oh, is it because he's dead?
It's
Oh,
because
no.
he's dead. Yes.
I mean, that would be on brand for
No.
me. Like,
We were really close.
I mean, well,
Man, this is going right over his head.
Oh,
It
man.
really is. Oh, Matt. What is
You're
the thing?
You're
that
being
you
a bit
keep-
slow on the uptake there, Matt.
Yeah. What is the thing that you keep constantly doing when it comes to these games?
oh, the fact that I'm late.
Yeah.
Hey.
There it is.
Oh,
hey,
It is now written into your character's backstory.
You relate
Okay,
to
so
all the
chronic
meetings.
Lateness.
okay.
You're late
so
to too many
that's
shifts.
why.
Yes.
I took too
Yes.
many cat naps.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes, you did. You got caught napping too many times. Okay.
All right.
All right, let's get back to this. Okay, Matt, so for you being late, what you missed is that we're on a mission right now, another week out, same ship, that to a planet that the civilization died off like millennia ago, and now it's just ruins. So right now it's an archaeological dig that you guys are like participating in. Literally no one on the team, I realized after I made this, has any archaeology on their sheets. So this is just kind of like a field trip, I guess.
Geomorphology.
And Matt, while you're at it, go into your player journal, grab your player name, and drag it to the map so
Yeah,
that
right.
you can actually control your token.
Because the way I did it apparently didn't work.
He doesn't know how to fix it.
I will figure it out by next time.
So in Roll20, is there a way to minimize the people's names and pictures?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you go, are you watching stream?
yeah, the gear icon.
Yeah. So the gear icon, there's an option: audio and video, video display. There's a drop-down menu here. I choose names only, personally.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
Ah,
For
that's
some reason, mine
yes.
got
Oh, that's so much
reset.
better. Thank
and
you.
I was being
hallelujah.
annoyed.
I knew we did it in the other game, but I could not remember how.
Exactly.
Alright,
Yeah,
now
same.
we're good. All right. So, have you dragged your token on there yet, Matt?
I have no idea how.
All right. So
Go to your
Go
go
to-
to your sheet.
don't open the sheet. Just go to where the sheet is.
Grab your name and drag it onto the map.
This is the point of tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are learning the system. for the Star Trek game, so that we don't have to do all of this during the Extra Life Marathon. Whoa!
Oh my god! Let's have none of that. Okay. Stay in the corner, kitty.
Oh,
Bad kitty.
I can't move Eric's
I'm a really big cat. What do you expect?
player name.
He's been in Starfleet longer than anybody else.
Oh yeah, is that what?
Beam me up, beam me up.
It's like deep space. It's like, what's that?
Okay.
I was there when they first said, "Beam me up, Scotty." I wasn't in Starfleet yet, but I was there.
You actually weren't. Actually, you know
Oh
why
my
you
God.
weren't? Because that line has literally never been said.
You need to be like, I was the one that told him to say that, you know?
Yep, it's a
I
communist.
gave him
moment.
the idea.
Right. Good. You keep telling yourself that there, kitty. Okay. So yes, so that is literally what's happening. So right now, all of you guys you're not under any specific orders except just to stay by the dig site, like not wander off. You're just kind of doing your own thing. So if you guys want to move your tokens, that's fine, except you're not, Crystal and the two archaeologists are in this room right here. That's the only place you're not allowed to go because that's where all the sensitive stuff is right now. That's where like they don't want the school kids. Nope, that's too far away, Chloe. You need to stay
How
at the
deep
dig
are the
site.
walls?
But the
Can I-
plants.
Okay,
Can I
so
go out?
the
Are there
walls.
plants? Oh,
Yeah,
there are
there's a
plants.
tree over there.
There's plants
That's
there.
That's a tree. So that's
Yeah, it's a
red
tree.
Yes.
Why can't I spin my character? There we go.
Uh,
You gotta click your
I found
character, and then you should see the little tail at
I
the top
found it.
of.
Okay, that's you're getting a little far out there, fish.
I'm just trying to like.
So
I
where
wanted to use
can't
my
we go? I'm sorry, I
geomorphology
was
to
not
look
paying
around.
attention.
You're
Apparently,
staying-
like 2 squares away from the dig site. Is where we're
Yeah.
the orders are to stay
Come on.
at the dig site. At the dig site.
Barely
So-
10
I
feet
feel like
away.
most people consider 15 feet to still be at the dig site.
And we're gone.
All right, but yeah, okay. So to give you a little idea of it, the walls surrounding this site are basically half destroyed walls. So they're like what 2 feet high. So they go up to like however high that would be
So,
on
like,
you.
these.
Depending. So for some
Oh,
of
why
us,
am I
it's
that
really good
high?
cover. For Tim's character, it's like barely to his knees. So
Oh, we never determined our actual players' heights, have we?
actually, no.
I don't think there was
No.
space on the.
I'm roughly as tall as Doug Jones in heels.
I mean, does it? That's hyper specific.
So,
Can I
Chipper,
go in this thing?
Yes, that's fine.
would
I'm
I
gonna
be
take a
able-
nap in here then.
Okay, that's actually good because one thing is this game actually really cares whether you are standing, crouching, kneeling, prone, or whatever. So we are going to figure out symbols to identify that. So let's use Harkin as a test for being in the prone position. So
What about
looking
sitting?
at
Hold
the
on.
There
op-
is a symbol for.
Hold on. Yep, there should be a prone thing. Oh.
There's that one.
There's a guy with arrows in his back.
There's
Yeah,
a
there's-
snail.
There's
I'm
a guy
not-
with back pain.
Snail is slowed.
yeah, snail is slowed.
Oh well.
Oh, okay.
There's colors if you want
Alright.
to be real assholes.
Let's pick yellow.
Yeah, let's. No, we're not going to use a snail for this. I'm thinking, for being prone, let's go with the guy with back pain.
Okay.
Which one? Arrows or the?
No, there's
the
there's one,
searing
if you
back
hover
pain?
over it, it actually says back pain.
Oh, you scroll. There's more. Okay.
That's
So let me
hilarious.
undo the snail.
Arrowed.
So what are we
So,
doing for
yes.
sitting down?
Sitting down is going to be. Let's see.
I think I'd like to
The
sit down
options-
and have
There's
a
like a
snack.
guy with that's sleepy. His eyes are like closed. Or is that sleep? Probably.
That's probably sleep.
Oh, where's
I
that
love
one?
that one of our
Sleepy.
healers
It's up
slash
top.
doctors is like the most furthest away from the
Sleepy.
group by themselves.
Oh, the guy that looks like the robber.
It's always a start to a good moment.
The
I just-
ninja.
No,
No.
the ninja is stealth.
Yeah, there's Ninja Mask, but then there's at the top.
That's the guy.
There's a
Yeah,
Sleepy.
Sleepy.
The
Yeah.
second icon.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
like a guy like in a ski mask to me.
Yeah. Kind of does.
So I think Harkin should be Sleepy,
Some of
and
these icons are kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
They
They
really are. Like, what the hell do you do with what does this even mean? All for one? What do you do with that? Okay. Just because, for lack of better options, we're going to use the castle symbol for sitting because I don't know what else to do.
All right.
Cadet Fish, you're getting a little far away over there.
So there's this big rock I kind of wanted to investigate.
Your orders are not to investigate the rocks there, Cadet. Get back to your team. Okay, so the castle is going to be. Are you, Cadet? Are you moonwalking?
I really want to look at that rock. I'm sorry, sir.
all right. Harkin is now standing again. He got sick of taking a nap.
I think Sora is going to be sitting in this nice, safe area and having some lunch back against the wall.
Wait, they gave you rations?
You know that we're adults and can pack our own food. When we leave
Could I have a little bit?
I don't know. I don't think that's in the standard away team kit.
Whoa. Cadets are not considered adults.
Have you seen any away team actually bring food with them?
Have you ever
No,
seen
I
any
didn't.
away team just sitting at an archaeological site for hours on end?
That's true.
You
So
just
wait,
have
so-
a good point.
So, Rat, what do you bring?
I'm gonna have to look that up. But seriously, they have those stupid handheld flashlights and phasers or a tricorder, and that's all they bring down to the planet with them.
Yeah, well, that's their loss.
Well,
I'm
it
having
kinda
some lunch.
depends on the away mission, though.
This is true. I mean, you're on a planet.
How
with,
long have
like,
we been
no
here?
civilization.
Yeah, if I get hungry in a desert and I didn't bring any food, then I'm screwed.
Does that mean I could bring my med kit?
Yes,
He's eating something native to the
and
planet.
That's
You
usually
and Chloe have
expected of the
medkits.
medical people.
yes,
Perfect.
you and Chloe have medkits. Also, Cadet Tynol, what are you doing behind that rock?
I am going prone, and I am pulling security because that's literally the only thing I'm good for now.
You're
So,
doing
what-
what now, Cadet?
I am pulling security on the archaeological dig site because even that is mediocre at best.
Cadet, you do realize there's literally no one alive on this planet for like.
Well, what would you
hundreds
have me
of
do?
kilometers. I don't know. Find something interesting to look at, like talk to
Like
your squad
Grain of
mates.
sand.
There's etchings on this wall.
I mean, is there
There's-
definitive
it's a-
proof
I think that
there's
was a
no,
letter.
no one else alive on the planet?
So wait, why does Sorap have a castle?
Harkin follows suit.
Sorab is sitting.
I have a castle because I'm sitting.
And I've
Can
also
I-
decided that the boot is going to be if you're kneeling or crouching.
What
They're
are you
going to be
eating?
effectively
Oh,
sitting.
Sorap.
What?
Did we ever answer
what
the
are you
question
eating?
of how tall are the walls?
Yes, they're 2 feet high.
Harkin is kneeling in
Ah,
front of
too
this
high.
rock, following.
So they're not really walls.
I am eating a salad,
They're
and I have
what's
a
left
nice
of walls.
I have a nice tea from.
Remember,
Kavanaugh.
Eric, this is a ruin. They used to be walls. Now they are a loosely assembled collection of stones.
This is so much fun.
2
I
feet
love
are
it.
like, waist high.
Harkin is following Tylenols.
Okay.
It works.
I mean, acetaminophen's.
Oh god. Okay.
Extra strength. Extra
Well, at that moment, you all are going to hear something very loud from inside the dig site, from inside that room where Crystal and the two archaeologists are. That sounds like the floor collapsing, because, in fact, it's the floor collapsing.
Oh, fun times.
So I guess we.
All right. Well, they're dead. Let's go home.
It's because he was eating a snack. He made it unstable with the extra weight.
Listen, I'm gonna call shenanigans.
damn
on
it.
that.
So, at the same time, let's see. Tynol, Hero.
Hmm.
Let's see. Fish wouldn't. Calvo wouldn't. Let's see. So yeah, Hero, Harkin, and Tynol are all going to notice flashes of light coming from behind the rocks and some of the trees surrounding you guys.
Ha! And you said there was nobody here. You
Well,
lie.
apparently there wasn't until they teleported in.
He's not wrong. So,
So I'm just gonna.
Boy, you called that
Can
one.
we like not move
Wait.
right now? Are we waiting for
you are waiting
order?
for. Hold on 1 second. I've got to do.
Not
this
instructions,
first.
let me tell you
I'm
that.
going to open fire as soon as I see somebody. Not that I'm going to be able to hit anything.
Shoot first.
Yep, that's right.
Starfleet's all about shooting first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
the emergency medic really
absolutely.
wants to get into that room and find out if her people are okay.
Harkin has
Yeah, I'm
his
sure they'll be
phaser
fine.
out. And
I call
has
dib
it
on the
set
cadavers.
Sure.
Wait, do we all have phasers? Is that what we're going
Yes, you are all issued with Type 1 hand phasers,
Okay.
just because that's standard operating.
Presumably it's on this here
Wait.
table that I can... It's
Yes, it is on that table.
There we go.
All right, so
Phaser
now
1A? Yeah.
What
if I
table?
recall-
You said type
Uh,
1
Weapons
phaser?
table.
let me make sure.
But there's a
verify
phaser
that.
1A and a phaser 1B.
The
Hmm.
let's. It would be a 1A in this case.
Okay.
Is this in the book?
Yeah, it's page
The-
33 of the
um,
Starfleet Officer's Manual. I also posted it in the manuals folder on Roll20.
Oh,
Weapons.
okay.
Phasers work on solid objects.
Yes.
They work.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they're designed to
We've
work
definitely seen them do it.
So we can just
I mean,
break through holes, got it.
aliens are solid objects too. Some of them.
Yeah.
on. Yes, the security guy would know this for a fact.
Sweet, we have a mining drill.
Theoretically, but we're not doing that right now. So, all
You'd
right,
overheat your phaser before you'd mine anything.
quite possibly. Now, this game,
Weapons table.
the combat in this game is
Unless
very
it's a
different.
disruptor.
Is very different than what we're used to in Mutants and Masterminds.
Mhm.
The way the whole system works is based on action points, meaning based on your dexterity, you should have on your sheet somewhere how many action points you have.
9!
That 9. That's
10.
actually not a good number.
Oh,
I
so
think I have 12.
Hey, nice.
Yeah,
I have
that's a
11.
good number. That's a good number.
Oh, I have
Wow,
11.
that's
Okay.
a great number.
Yeah, 10 is average. 9 is not as average.
Eh.
Average for like elite Star Trek.
Well,
Now, I do have a question. Because my character is post Vihari in when we're playing. Presumably he's post Vihari now too.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, that would have happened like years ago.
Yeah. I have a thing for that.
Whenever that was.
Jew, right?
Wait, it's not working.
We're not doing that right now. But anyhow. So once this starts, basically what's going to be happening is I also posted an action points table in here, which is also in the Starfleet Officer's Manual
Oh, wait.
on page
Diagram? No, that's not it. Manuals.
28.
Action points table. Hey.
yes. So that lists all the actions, and of course I've got descriptions of what each of those means. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. But basically, at the beginning of your turn,
Okay.
you can do any number of actions totaling up to that.
Okay.
You can also choose to hold some of your points for a reaction to something someone else does. Any of those things there that have a little diamond next to them means that can be an opportunity action done as a reaction to someone else.
Okay.
You can only do that once, though, no matter how many points you have left over. Now, there are some actions that we'll get to that if you do them, that uses up all your points no matter what. One of those being if you decide to run, you can move twice as far, but running is literally all you can do. Like no ducking, no jump. Like you can jump as part of that, but no like hiding behind cover. It's literally you're running. So at the end of your turn, you're going to still be running. But there's just so much to this compared to Well, then again, I guess compared to Mutants and Masterminds, which all the powers and abilities and all that, it's simpler in some ways, but just what's here is just it's very, very minute detail on what it means to like attack or parry and defend or dive roll or drop suddenly, whatever. It's what each of those means is very specific.
Right.
So I could read through the whole thing, which would be boring to all of us, including myself, or we can do this, and you can choose to do what comes naturally, and I can explain how that works.
Cool.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's
that-
kick this big.
Let us punch the Porstein. Yes.
Viva la Federation.
Viva la Federation. Yes. All right. Now
What's the
another
default
thing that was
setting
very
on
different.
our phasers?
They're currently set on stun. They are absolutely set on stun. The different the different settings that it has are stun, wide angle stun, which the book doesn't actually describe how that's different. Heavy stun.
Well, presumably, wide angle stun is an area attack and not a single attack.
You'd think
like a
that, but it
cone.
doesn't explain that. It doesn't say that anywhere.
So we're left to interpretation.
I
And
guess
the
means it's a
logical
cone.
interpretation is that it's a cone area attack.
I know, but it says the only attack that is a cone
It says firing
is a
arc,
shotgun.
doesn't it?
It says the only thing it says that has a firing arc is a shotgun. So that's the stupid thing.
All right, so this is the shotgun mode.
I guess that's probably the way to put it. This is the shotgun mode of phasers. I guess let's call it that. But there's also heavy stun, heat, disrupt, and disintegrate.
Heat.
For
Disintegrate.
I'm gonna boil somebody's eyeballs.
I didn't think. I thought that disintegrate for Star Trek phasers was banned.
No.
They all say destroyed.
No.
Well,
Yeah, because
remember,
you kill the
Disruptors
target.
are banned as a class of weapon.
Yeah, set phasers to kill would be disintegrate.
yeah, I mean literally Star Trek 2 when Captain Terrell like puts the phaser on himself and like vaporizes. Yeah, phasers can absolutely vaporize someone. So that's a
Yeah,
thing.
they just hardly ever use it.
Correct, because Starfleet are peaceful.
It's like
Yeah, until they
everywhere
let
in
me-
Discovery.
Exactly.
Until
peaceful.
today.
So peaceful. Hey, but like what I just heard in an episode of Lower Decks talking about all the fights Starfleet gets into, they started it, so the Federation never throws the first punch except
Except when
Except that one time.
except that one time it started a war. Yeah, that was
Oh, man.
great. But we're
This
not
is gonna
talking
be
about
great.
that because that's not what we're doing right now. So, now, there in this game is no initiative roll at all. It's straight up based on who has the highest dexterity. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So every combat is going to be the same.
Oh, well, we'll figure that out once.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to give me your
All right, who's got the highest dexterity?
dexterity and I'll
Probably not me.
It's going to be probably Carol
Yeah, presumably it's the person with the
because
highest
we
action
know that her
points.
action points is 11.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So
Yeah. She's probably in the running for highest dex.
I have 10, or I have 67 dex. So Carol is in 70
I have
something.
63.
what do you have, Carol?
70.
70. Okay. What's yours, Tim?
57.
57. Chris?
60.
All right. Coinless?
53.
3. Hey, Tim's not the worst. Jacob?
70.
Oh, so you and Carol are tied. So I
Yep.
guess
Yes.
that means that there will be a die roll for you two.
I do want to raise one question.
What
and
is
it's-
your one question?
Should we have the person that's designated as the healer go first?
Well, you can. She can.
She can
do
hold
the
action.
equivalent
Hold her
of
actions.
holding
Yeah.
her action. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have something I really would like to do right now. So
Yes. Well, I
which
mean,
is leave that spot.
which is find out about the floor collapse.
Yeah, she's
Because my people got hurt.
she's a healer, and it sounded like there was some healing needed done.
Yep.
All right. Let's. I want to check one thing here real quick. Actually, wait. Matt, what is yours?
87.
What? Matt? You're
87.
87 decks.
That's just all pumped in there.
He's a cat for crying out loud. Of
Fun
course he's gonna be
fact.
like,
I
He's a
did
cat.
Checks
not
out.
put all of the bonus points in decks.
He's a cat. He's a
Some,
Cation.
but
That's
not all.
why. Cations have stupidly high decks.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
And Eric, last but not least, Eric.
he also lands on his feet at all times.
He hates
63.
water as well. What's 63? Okay. So that means our turn order. Let me rearrange.
But what if
these.
you put a slice of butter bread on his back?
Infinite energy. Let's see.
With one of my gift certificates for my birthday, I got Starfinder, so that might be a thing that happens at some point in the foreseeable future.
What is Starfinder?
Never done that.
You know,
It's
you know what
the
Pathfinder
sci-fi
is?
version of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Pathfinder in space.
Firefly-ish?
Ah,
I thought that you had all that, Tim. I was going to tell you that they had a huge humble bundle for the ebooks for Starfinder like a few months back.
Oh, nice. I find myself not. I don't always go for the ebooks. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I like to have
But,
the ebooks to share. But
You got
I also
the base
just
manual.
I
too.
really like
the
having
physical
the
base
physical
manual.
book.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
do
one
too.
of the perks.
I
though,
do.
Was you got like all of the maps and stuff, and then they actually mailed you a physical copy.
Nice.
I should have
Yeah.
posted that link. Sorry, off topic.
It's okay. But
Yeah.
speaking of Humble Bundle, we do have a deal with them. So if you want to buy a thing,
That's
through
right,
Humble
that's a
Bundle-
thing.
Perfect segue. There you go.
Good job.
If you do want to
Welcome.
get a Humble Bundle, you can support this stream by using that.
That
link
was
to do it.
not planned. I
So-
guarantee.
Hashtag good marketing.
Okay. All right. So our order is Matt, then Carol or Jacob, Dave, Eric, Chris, Tim, and then Coinless last. Funny thing is, yeah, that puts one of the men at the very end, so that's actually helpful.
yeah.
Now, the way this says also that I should do it is to slot in the enemies, like
Yeah.
alternating, but that's just weird. So no. But considering that all of these enemies have the same stats, they are going to move all at the same time.
They're all corn.
That would be a hilarious first episode, and we all get massacred.
Yeah, just completely.
Don't worry, I'll run away.
And then it'll be
More
like,
character
and
creation
coming soon
coming
to an
up.
Extra Life charity stream near you, we're going to be doing Mutants and Mastermind.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we're gonna find out it was a hologram simulation
Yep.
the whole time.
Congratulations,
Okay.
cadets! You failed.
This was your Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
All right. So let's continue through. You guys don't know when.
Actually, now that I think about it, they said not to go too far, which could technically mean that if we went far enough, we would accidentally walk out of the simulation.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
Yep.
Well, anyhow, simulation or not, what's about to happen is there's going to be disruptor blasts that are just going to wildly miss everyone because that's the way TV plot works, just for effect.
We're fighting Storm.
Are we
It's
fighting
just
Storm?
eating.
What did you say, Tim? What did
He
you say?
said, "I was just eating."
Well, damn your salad, Tim.
Don't you cook my salad with your phaser? I swear to
And
God.
this was why food was banned on away mission.
So what this means is they've all their dexterity is actually lower than everyone else's. So you all are going to get a chance to move before they get to move again. So they are going to be going at the very, very end after pointless. All right. So Matt gets to go first, except Matt is unconscious at the bottom of a shaft. So,
Dun dun dun.
all right. So Carol and Jacob both give me a roll, and I guess we'll just a D100. It doesn't matter to me, and that'll determine who for this gets to go first.
Hi, Lo.
All right. And yes, so low is better. So Carol gets to go first.
Woo!
All right. So Carol, you have how many action points?
11.
11. All right. So
Where's
for
the-
movement. So
Where's-
sorry, Carol.
Where's the entrance to this room that they're in?
It's kind of a crumbled wall right here. So you can it's like
Wait,
again another
wait,
2
where?
foot high wall. Right. Well, actually, the whole thing is a crumbled wall, so you could climb over it at any point you like.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So the way movement works is going 1 square in any of the main directions costs 1 point. Going diagonally is 1.5 points.
Okay.
Why do I see Commander Data on my screen again?
I'm trying to help Eric fix something real quick.
Sad. Okay. Hi, Data. Hi, Fishy.
It's a fish in a soong. Perfect.
I can hear you. Fantastic.
Anyhow, instructions inbound for those who actually want to listen. So it talks about going upstairs, but I'm also going to consider like mantling over a wall is going to count for the same thing. That's going to be double the amount of points needed for that space. So right now you've used 1, 2 to get there. To get past this will be another 2. However, when you get to the top of the wall, you're going to realize that's like you can't even see the bottom of this thing. It's just like way, way down there.
Well, crap. Do I have any kind of instruments to find out?
You do have a medical tricorder that you could use to see if you can detect any life signs.
Okay, I want to do that.
All right. So, in order to operate, let's make sure I got it on here. So, to pull out a device is 2 action points. So, everyone actually probably wants to keep pencil and paper so you can keep track of how many points you've used.
Well, I mean, they reset every round, right?
Well, yes, but for your current round, so to make sure you don't run out or how many you have left at a time. Because right now, Chloe has used 2. To pull out her tricorder will be another 2, so that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to use the tricorder, that's going to be operate familiar device. Now, this is a situation. This is a situation where you are under attack right now, so this is no longer going to be an automatic success for this action. All right.
So, what role would operating a medical tricorder be?
That's what I'm.
Is it small equipment system operation?
Yeah.
I hope not, because I didn't train small equipment
I think it
system
is.
operation because I was training medical stuff.
I thought everyone has like a little bit of skill.
Yeah, everyone has some.
Yeah, but if I had realized that I would have needed that to
Yeah.
operate the medical things I need for my medical stuff, I would have trained it.
Is it a medical tricorder or is
Yeah.
it an engineering?
It is a
tricorder?
medical
I would think
tricorder.
medical
Specifically said a
tricorder would
medical
fall under
tricorder.
medicine.
So what we're
But if
gonna
you're
do?
using like a regular tricorder, then it probably should be like small equipment, right?
All right. So what we're gonna do is this. You may. I'll give you. Consider you didn't know that. I'll give you the chance later, not right now, to if you want to rethink your sheet a little bit. I'm not opposed to that because that is actually for someone that. Well, are you supposed to be a? You're not supposed to be a medic. You're supposed to be like an actual doctor, like.
Well, she's an emergency.
Yeah, I
Like her
specialize in
emergency.
emergency medicine.
So she's emergency, and what are you, Coinless?
Yep. She is.
Coinless is bionics.
He's a chop
I'm
shop.
mainly bionics, but I have a 38 in first aid. I don't know if that helps.
And Carol's got a 40 in first aid. Looking
Mhm.
at her sheet. So for right now, what I'm going to do is this is going to be the average of first aid and small equipment system operation. So you're rolling against a 30.
That makes sense.
Okay.
The book talks nothing about averaging skills, but you know how I am. I'm just like, well, it makes sense. Let's do it. Hey!
Beautiful.
Pulls it in clutch.
Ooh, there
All
you
right. So you're able to determine they're about a good 200 feet down. They're alive. They're apparently unconscious. All three of them. So you're able to determine at least that much.
Wow, only in Star Trek can you fall
200
feet and not take any damage.
Yep.
Right.
Low gravity.
Well, they took damage. They're unconscious.
But that would be against your whatever the op-ed thing is, right? Your
Under normal circumstances, yeah, although falling damage is actually not something I recall reading in here.
Oh,
Look
okay.
again,
What's the
but,
symbol for unconscious? For the tokens.
Let's
There's
see.
one that looks like it says pummeled.
A skull.
Well, actually, we're going to use that for something else. There is a state where you are like hindered, basically. What's it called? It's when
Dazed?
you're under your enact save threshold. So basically, when you've got less than 20 current operating endurance left. But we'll get to that when people start getting actually hit. So we'll use that. That basically means you're injured.
What
How about the
heart?
broken skull?
Broken skull.
Broken skull.
There's
Broken skull's fine for this. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's broken? Oh, there it is.
Let's see. I'll need to write down a table of what symbol means what.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Who's the highest ranking person? Who's in charge of this?
You are all cadets. Yeah. You're all cadets.
But I'm
So
definitely
there-
Wouldn't
I'm also,
Matt's
like,
character be
40
like in
years
charge
older than
because
you.
he's not a cadet?
What?
Yeah, but he's unconscious.
He's
just
unconscious,
like the
yeah.
others.
So technically, no one is in command right now.
Yep.
Which may or may not have been the point. That may or may not have that may or may not have been the point of
Excellent.
why I asked Matt if he'd be willing to be taken out instantly. Otherwise, he would have been the ranking officer.
Yeah.
So
Right.
this is
okay.
all part of the plan. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Got it.
so can
it
I
has
like
nothing to do with him
Chaos
being
is all
late.
part of the plan.
can I like use my communicator to get the ship
Yes,
to beam
you
them
can.
out?
So what you can do is you can switch out your tricorder for your communicator for another 2 points. That would put you at 8.
Okay.
And then you can send a short communication.
Which is 1, isn't it?
1, yes. However,
Okay.
what's going to happen is it's just it's going to indicate that the signal cannot reach the ship.
What the crap?
Of course
That's
not.
set in character, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, that's a second short
That's
message.
a second short message.
Damn it.
So you have
Damn it.
1 AP left.
So were we?
I feel like-
This is really gonna get you.
I will not be that cruel, even though it is funny to do so. So you have 2 points left.
Yeah.
So I would recommend, just for the sake of gameplay, to hold those 2 as a reaction if necessary if something happens later.
Okay. I guess I'll do that, but I really want to get down there and help them.
All right. So that brings us to, was it Jacob next?
Yes.
All right.
So,
I'll be ready.
the first thing I'm going to do is do short communication to try and reach the ship, tell the captain that we have several unidentified life forms.
Okay,
that
that's
just
gonna-
came down.
So that's the same thing that she just tried to do.
Right,
Alright,
but
also,
I
why-
don't know that
why
she
the-
tried that.
How the hell did? What the hell happened to Harkin?
Huh?
I don't know. I think he's dead.
I don't know why I have an X there.
And
Yeah, that was gonna
Okay.
be my question.
Oh, I
was
put
like,
it
what
there
happened?
because you know what I was doing? I thought that was closing out the Ah!
He was playing dead.
I
He's like,
had
possum.
I had a brain fart. You know,
that's
I already
fine.
explained that I had 3.5
That's-
hours of sleep last night, so I'm not running on all cylinders right now.
All right, Jacob, how many action points do you have?
I have 11.
All right. So in order to do that, you need 2 points to pull out your communicator and 1 point to attempt to use it.
Okay.
And you are also going to find out that there is no signal coming or going. You can't get through to the ship.
Okay, then I'm going to notify. Then I'm going to use another point to notify everybody on the dig site that there's unidentified individuals within the area.
Okay, I've got a feeling that everyone already realized that, but you may do that. So that's
Well,
4
not the
points
one-
used.
Well,
What?
I would assume the people that are in
Are
the
they
ruins would
obviously
know.
armed or no?
They just shot and missed everyone.
I mean, they definitely were armed a moment ago when they shot at us.
It's
All right,
So,
then.
do we notice which direction this was coming from?
look at the map. They're coming from.
Yeah, I
every
guess that was my
direction.
question.
Well,
was it
he's not.
was it
Oh, I wasn't tuned
Oh,
out
there's
enough.
tokens
So,
now.
everyone shot or
Ty-
I didn't see it.
Tynal is not even looking in the direction of anybody, really.
Well, there's somebody
Well, because
way
I
up
can't-
here.
There's like,
I can't
yeah.
get them all the way. I can't like
And,
point directly at them.
Fish is kind of like looking
over the dig site. Yeah.
over the
So-
dig site. So
This game does not have a mechanic for perception rolls. So basically, it's up to me to determine whether it's something that you would have actually seen. So literally, everyone saw disruptor blasts going in like all bunch of different directions. So
All right.
everyone is very aware
Got
that weapons fire is occurring.
Right.
So
Okay.
if you want to
Um,
retract that point use, Jacob.
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
allow
I
it.
will then.
Okay.
At that point, yeah. So then what I'll do is I will draw and ready my weapon for 2 points,
Okay.
and then I will hold the rest of my actions.
All right. So that leaves you with
6.
6 left. Now let me verify something. I want to make sure.
Yep.
That's... Okay, yeah, so that's fine. I was for some reason I thought like if you used an opportunity action like a response that used all your points. No, it doesn't. So yeah,
It's just like a
keeping as many in
space-
reserve as you have is totally fine.
Okay.
Um,
Sweet. Also, does
Now-
heavy stun? Can heavy stun kill anybody?
Well, not
Cool.
under normal circumstances.
Okay.
Like if there's like a medical condition, like a bad heart, that might be something I put in there. But normally, no.
People are gonna
So-
die.
However, you would know this from your training. Unless you change your settings, it is currently on the lightest setting, which would be just regular stun.
Run of the mill stun.
It doesn't take it. It doesn't take an action to turn it on to heavy stun, does it?
It actually
Yes.
does. It is an action. Man, they think of
that
everything.
is adjust weapon settings slash.
Oh, okay.
That's
Alright,
two-
then never mind.
So
I'll
how
leave it where it is.
how high is this rock? Like, does this person have?
They are
Full
completely
cover?
concealed. Yes. Yes. The rocks
So
at
they
the
like
dig
dipped
site-
out and shot and then leaned back in.
Correct. They did. So the rocks
Dicks.
over here. Actually, let me verify one other thing. Sorry, I read this. My ability to remember things is horrifyingly bad. Let's.
I hope these guys
Yeah.
know that.
Okay.
I hope these guys know that they're dicks. I don't.
Oh.
And I don't like them as people.
Only because they interrupted you while you were eating.
This is an important part of my
It's
day.
on my break. God damn it. He packed that lunch. He was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is going to be good.
All right. I feel like I may have to revise this later. I could have sworn there was something that said after you attacked, actually that ended your turn, but I don't see that, so we're going to assume that's not the case. And I
Attack again.
yeah, but no, we'll be for now unless I have to revise it. Yeah, you can attack and then move again. So, all right, because otherwise they would not have been able to actually attack and duck back. But that's a whole other thing. So,
Eric, your little picture guy is like blinking his eyes really fast. It looks like he's having a seizure.
The medical personnel are concerned, Eric.
Medic.
oh yes.
It's
All
that,
right.
that phaser triggers my epilepsy.
So you used for your turn 5 points. 2 to pull the communicator, 1 to try the communicator, and then 2 to ready your weapon. Right there, Jacob.
Yes.
All right. So make sure you mark down somewhere that you have 6 left until your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that brings us next to Dave. Harkin Sarkin.
So Harkin will draw and ready his weapon.
Okay, that's 2 points. How many
And
action points do you have?
I have 10.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you determine how many action points I need to use for short communication. I'm gonna yell out contact left, contact right, take cover.
That's 1. That's fine. So that's
All
1
right.
action point.
And I am going to hold the rest of my actions.
Now, one thing that you can know is from where you are, you can actually see this guy over here. Bottom left.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Just line of effect.
Ooh.
To that
Yeah,
yes.
shoot
First
him.
blood, Dave.
Is this
First
guy
blood.
behind the tree in like
he's-
full cover?
He's under enough cover that you would not actually be able to hit him.
Oh, well, that might change things.
Shoot through the tree.
Okay,
Shoot,
but also
shoot the tree.
Disintegrate the tree.
Drop the tree on him.
you can try, and that might actually happen. However,
That's very Star Trekky.
this is very Star Trek. All right, so what we'll get to is 2 hit numbers in a moment. If you do attack, we'll do that. But there is a range involved, and at beyond certain ranges, you wind up getting negatives. Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and tell you just while you're planning. So with your phaser that you have, you take no negatives if it's 2 to 5 squares away. A negative 15 if it's 6 to 10. Negative
God.
30 if it's 11 to 25. This is basically a pistol. Like, not even a pistol. It's like a Type 1 phaser is tiny.
So they'd be that close to not take minuses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoa,
Let me...
man. We are.
Yep.
Screwed.
Well, why do you think
That's
they
what you're
missed
looking
you,
for.
though? Why do you think they missed you, though?
I just kind of assumed they sucked, but I guess.
That's also...
Man, I need a phaser
Nope.
rifle.
The
Alright,
only person
so-
in range.
All right. So that guy from you is 85 feet, which is the equivalent
17. It
of...
says 17 squares.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I don't have to do the math.
Yeah, but you're
So
trying
that
to
means
stun
you'd
him.
be
So
taking
just stun
a
him, and then
negative-
he's knocked out.
30.
A negative 30.
Use
A negative 30 to hit.
heat to burn the tree.
Now, the tree here is only 40 feet away, 8 squares, so you'd only be taking a negative 15 to hit the tree.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm not zoomed out enough. I thought that there were only one. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
a bunch
so
of
they're-
dudes. There's a bunch of dudes to the north too.
7,
There are 8 attackers total.
8. Okay.
So yes, it is a perfectly valid possibility. Although that tree is like baked into the map, I wouldn't be able to delete it. But you could try to shoot the tree. However, you'd have to put the gun on something, the phaser on something more powerful than what it's currently set
Other
on.
than stun.
Yeah.
It would have to be at bare minimum heat to do that.
Hold on. I gotta just.
Burn.
Oh, okay. I was like, where? my sheet wasn't listing my marksmanship modern. I wasn't scrolled down enough. I was like, I was looking at personal combat arm, and I'm like, why is it so low? I know how to use a phaser. And I was like, aha,
Aha!
I mean, I have a
Alright.
68 in
So
modern.
your
marksmanship.
number is the average of that and your dex. So and it's rounded up. So you actually
Yeah, there should be a
68
thing
is
at the
your number.
top where it says to hit modern, to hit mod.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I have 68. I am
So
still
if you
going to
were,
hold my action. So
Okay.
I used 3, so I have 7 action points remaining.
now I will tell you. You also know. Okay, do you want to set your weapon on something other than stun?
I mean, it was just disruptor fire. We didn't know what they were set at.
That's true.
I mean, that's fine. That's whatever.
I would still have it on stun as a de-escalation tactic.
Okay, that is totally fine. All right. All right. So you used how many points were you keeping track?
3. So I have 7 left.
7 left. All right. So moving right on down the order, we've got Eric.
Yo.
What's we doing, hero?
Do I have clear line of shot of anyone from where am I?
You
have
can
clear line
see
of
the
shot
guys.
on anybody?
This guy over here. He's like under half cover, so you would be
Okay.
taking a negative trying to hit him. You also see the guy behind a tree, but you can see him like he's just poking out, but not enough to actually hit.
I think that's absolutely hilarious that like he is actually closer to the guy on the left, even though he's further back from me, just the way that the squares are aligned.
You're right. That is wild.
So I would want to ready my phaser to, and then I'm gonna take a shot at this guy over here because I feel that even if I don't hit him, I'm trying to like stay back. I'm like it's covering fire at this point of.
Or you're just
So they
inviting
don't
them to
advance,
fire
and we
more
just
at
get
you.
like
All right. Also, I will let you know one thing. Presently, you are
possibly,
standing.
but
Would you
they
like
already
to not
fired
be
first,
standing?
so like.
Did you hear me, Eric?
Well, my understanding was standing, but the wall in front of me was only 2 feet high.
I don't think you heard me.
So my understanding was
Well,
that
he's
I am
responding to
standing,
you
but
right
the
now.
wall in front of me
Oh, he is. Oh,
is 2 feet high.
sorry. I'm not sure what's happening. Well, what I'm saying is like most of your body is still exposed. If you would like to duck down, you may do so. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Will that help my shot any, or is that just going to help my defense?
That won't help your shot, but it'll help you not have a nice disruptor hole for your chest.
So wait, these walls
Well,
are 2
my
feet.
thought would be is I take the shot first and then I would take cover.
I thought these walls were 2 feet above the this area. This is dug out, like you can kind of see this dug out. So it should be that if this is 2 feet above the ground,
Well, it
and
looks
this is
dug
dug
out.
out.
It
So there's
looks
only 4
dug
feet.
out, but it really
I'm kind of in a
isn't.
foxhole already. Like that's where I'm kind of like I'm in a foxhole. I'm going to shoot because only 4 feet of my body is standing above, or 3 feet, and then I would use an action point to duck afterwards. I don't know how much the math works out on that. So my thought would be I'd ready my phaser, shoot at that guy.
You need
and
to
then I
aim
would
first.
Duck in my little foxhole of archaeological
Do you
dig.
need to aim?
Well, you take a negative bonus if by not aiming.
A negative bonus.
I appreciate it. Like this is the
Negative
first
bonus.
time we're shooting.
It's not an
so
untrue statement.
So how many action points have I added up so far?
So far you have used.
No, I take it as good feedback.
So far you've used 2 to ready your weapon. To like draw it
2
from
to
the
ready.
holster.
If you
How
want
much
to
to
aim,
fire?
other 2.
Well, how much to aim?
2.
Okay, so that's 4.
And
So I'm
then
aiming and then
fire
shooting.
ready weapon is 1. So that's a total of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take 1 shot. So I'll do that. I'll draw. I will aim and I will fire 1 shot, and then we'll go from there.
All right. So let me look at your sheet.
So
to
what do
see
I do to fire 1
your-
shot?
Well,
Because
let's
I
look
want
at,
first
I'm gonna look
blood,
at
damn
your
it. I want to get the achievement.
Fire ready weapon.
All right. So your marksmanship modern is 40. Your dex is 63. So your 2-hit modern, it says in your sheet, it's 52. So that is your base number. However, you are taking some substantial negatives. Based on the range, first of all, that's already negative 30. So that's sitting at a 22.
Okay.
And then based on the fact that the guy is
I got
like half
this. I got
concealed,
this.
that's another negative 20. So you're
Is he rolling against
roll-
a 2?
So I'm going to hit
Yes.
myself.
1
when I
or a
shoot.
2.
1 or a 2.
All right,
A
1
1
or
or
a
a
2,
2?
you can do it.
Yep.
Did you intentionally plan a
So
like
D100.
impossible scenario?
That's not impossible.
He's rolling against
I mean,
a
they can't hit.
2.
Oh, that's bad.
Hit us.
That's bad tactics on his part. And he
He
misses.
fails miserably.
He does.
Oh yeah.
It's not even a grazing shot, is it?
No.
Nope.
What ends
No.
up happening is he ends up hitting this tree, the purple tree here,
And
or
lighting it on
bush,
fire.
and lights it on fire. Right?
No, with a-
Which alien bees
stun?
come out of and sting the enemy.
yeah, no, that's not what happened at all.
The tree
Even
is
if you
stunned.
hit it. Even if you hit the tree, literally, yeah, just stunned.
So I will shoot in that general direction. And then how much to take cover for action points?
All right, so if you want to duck down.
So I've done 1 shot. It
Yep.
missed.
So ducking down is going to cost you.
What do we
let's
just
Drop?
stand to kneel?
Is that drop
Yeah.
suddenly?
Stand to kneel would be 1.
Yeah,
Stand
just
to
do 1
kneel.
point.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we would
All
want
right,
to
so
mark
I'm at
you.
6 right now.
Yeah, and we'll definitely want to mark you as.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll find
The
a little
boots.
icon for it.
Yeah, that's the
Das
boot one,
Boot.
right? Yes.
Is that what we're doing? The boot?
Yes.
Yes.
The what? The boot?
The
I'll
boot.
find it, I guess. All right, so now I'm down.
It's-
I have 4 remaining, and I will hold. I'm trying to find the boot. What row is it?
A far right.
Third,
You
I
found
Oh, there, I
it.
found it.
Okay.
All right, I found it.
All right.
So I'm holding on to 4 left because So I took a shot. I'm hoping it's covering fire. I would
Covering
yell
for what?
covering fire, but that cost
For whoever's going to run out there
action points.
with a bat left.
Right.
All right. So make sure you remember how many points you have left. If you're done, next up is Chris.
Okay, got it.
All right. Well, I'm going to duck down so I don't get hit easily.
All right, that's 1.
I'll maybe singe an antenna, which I hope not.
Yeah,
we're
Andorians get
seeing-
real touchy about the antenna.
Yeah, I see these 2 little things going and
Nice.
what was I?
Nice.
I was going to try to use
the
communication systems technology to see if I can determine what's blocking our communication, if there's a way around it.
Okay, that is perfectly valid. All right, so in order to do that, you'll have to pull out your tricorder to do that.
Okay. So
That was another question. Does everybody have a tricorder?
Yes, except for Chris, for Chloe and Coinless, who have medical tricorders. All right, so that was 2 points for pulling
Is there
out the
engineering
tricorder.
ones and then general ones, or no?
Not officially, but that's something we could add, or they could be programmed differently. But as far as models go, as far as I know, they're the same thing. The medical tricorder is the one that's actually different, because it actually, like you may have seen the original series, like it has that little thing that you can just like scan over people. Yeah. That's part of the issue why Carol had to roll
The
like
wand.
she did, also, is because she can't actually be doing that because they're like way down there.
Down there.
They not here.
Well, you don't. You check for life signs on the actual tricorder. That little
Right.
thing is just for like
For
assessing
scanning.
damage.
This is true, but you weren't able to tell
did
what
you
the
find?
damage is, except they're just not conscious.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question. I was like, I thought you needed a science tricorder to actually look for life signs. I thought the medical tricorder was only for medical purposes.
Well,
But-
I'm sure that if this were an episode of the Next Generation, they would, or of any Star Trek, they would stretch and say it can detect life signs like a tricorder can, but it's
But I didn't want to derail the
that is going to be a big thing. Is you need to think of this almost
session.
you need to think of this almost more like a TV show or the movie than like what we're used to. Sometimes some things get stretched for the sake of plot. That's
fine.
I'm not going to break things. Not going to break the rules, but just like some things.
Well, I also figured that if you didn't want that to happen, you would have said no anyways, and
That's true. That is true. So, what the hell are we doing?
He's
Chris is trying to detect.
using his science tricorder to try to detect the source of the blockage.
Right. Okay. So that means that Chris.
It's this guy. He's got an antenna.
Let's see. So that's computer or communication systems technology there, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, so you'll be rolling a 30 there.
Okay. Of course, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Okay. So what you have determined is that there is an interference blanket over the entire area. The direction it's coming from appears to be fairly distant off to the east. That's with a tricorder, that's basically all you can tell.
No, like, wow, I was saying no way through it. I just know that.
Let's see.
Like, how
You know,
distant
so
are we
with-
talking here?
About 2 kilometers.
Right now, that's pretty far.
Oh boy, Tim's. Oh great! I should have made it like 20. Tim's about to pull some bullshit.
He's gonna sprint it. He's hoping it.
Well, I mean,
Unfortunately, knowledge can't be
Kelpians
shared.
can run pretty fast.
80 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
They can do what?
80 kilometers
80
per hour.
kilometers per hour.
Where the hell did you find this?
It was stated
It was
in the
in an
it was
episode of
stated in an episode of Discovery.
Damn it! I need to do more research.
It was it was the episode where they went to the planet with the spire, the big
Yeah.
spire.
Oh.
But how many action points does that convert into?
Oh God.
Well, it's
you
just running.
thanks-
It's just running.
Thanks, Tim. You broke
Oh,
fast
that's
up.
it.
I don't know how I could account for this. We're not gonna. Oh,
Did Tripper give Tim an OP
Run for
character
full
model?
turn.
Already, yeah.
AP.
Guess
Would just
what?
be running speed, right?
Yeah, I only have 9
Uses
AP.
half an AP
That's
to
all I'm
run
doing.
2 kilometers.
At the very least, he'll draw their fire. I mean,
All right. So here's what I'll say, Tim. You can't go any farther squares, but it takes you a lot less time to do them.
Wait, what?
So
That
you
doesn't make
can't
sense.
run. You can't run any farther, but you can do it in less time.
But
'Cause-
that means running farther.
no, I'm saying. Oh God. You can only move so far in your turn, but you do it a lot quicker than anyone else.
But
So
then you're not moving
it's-
any faster than anyone else.
Yeah.
So it's
by definition.
the square.
So like short bursts
the
of speed.
squares, the number of squares are going to determine how far you can actually go because
Correct.
it's 1 AP per square. Unless you go diagonally,
you're-
then it's 1.5 AP per square.
So I'm saying you can go 80 miles an hour, but you're only going 9
It's
squares.
kilometers.
Then
But
whatever.
Yeah.
You can go 9 squares at 80 kilometers an hour. The rules don't give any exceptions for anyone moving faster, so I can't and won't because I'm not breaking them that hard. Okay. So poor Chris is still trying to do things.
Yeah, so you can go 2 kilometers 9 squares at a time. So 45 feet at a time.
I feel like we're gonna have to revisit that at some point.
Yeah.
But
All right, so obviously that's too far for me to go with being attacked.
Correct. Okay, so but what else? You're also asking, as far as a way through it, no, the communicators that you guys have are not powerful enough to do that.
Okay, so there's no hacking it or anything like that.
If we put them all together,
Make one super
one
communicator.
super
big, powerful
With the
communicator.
power of plutonium. Yes.
The strongest
It's
metal in the
radioactive.
galaxy.
It is radioactive.
So is Matt unconscious?
Yes,
or?
Matt is unconscious.
Okay.
All right,
Matt
so
and the guys are unconscious.
did I use any points doing the detecting thing?
Yes, you used let's see, operate familiar equipment device. You used 2 points doing that.
Okay.
So far you have used a total. You ducked down, readied it, and then used it, right?
Yep.
That's 5.
5. I got 10. All right, I'll hold save the rest.
All right. But just so you know, let's see. You are presently facing that way. Okay.
Yep.
So this guy, actually, let me let you know. You can see this guy up here if you look up left, but these right here are not trees. These are low bushes. They're low. They're about 5-6 feet high. So he's behind them.
That's
He's
not
covered.
low.
Well, it's not a
Okay.
tree. The point I'm making is it's not a tree. So you can see that guy, but not well enough to hit him. However, this one right here. I just moved your token. That's not what I wanted to do.
this guy?
This guy, yes, that's what I was trying to get to. This guy over here is 23 squares away.
That's
You
me, by the way.
have. Oh, sorry. Wait, oh, crap. Where are you there, Chris?
I'm like in the middle of the.
Oh, you're Calvo. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna get these names right eventually. Let's see. Okay, so you can also see the one down here behind the tree. He's also not really in line of shot for you. Let's see. No, you don't presently have anyone that you have a clear enough shot on at present. Yeah. All right, so yeah, you've got 4 points left. Anything else you want to do with those?
4 or 5 points.
Sorry, 5 points left.
5.
Also, you need to mark yourself as being crouched. So that's going to be the boot icon. There we
How do you do the line from your character?
on the left
There's a
side, you'll see
ruler?
something that looks like a ruler. And
The toolbars, there's a ruler tool.
And you just click a square and drag, and
Oh, okay,
Yo.
gotcha. Okay, thank
Pretty.
you.
Light show.
Got it.
Someone play some Pink Floyd.
I was gonna say it's
No,
like
Coinless and I went straight to Darude Sandstorm. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
This is somewhat of a desert
It
planet.
is.
I
That's
feel like
very
it's-
appropriate. Okay. Anything else, Chris?
Nope, I'm done.
All right. So now we are back around. Or, no, back.
We're not
Yeah.
back around.
We're not back around. We're to Tim. I offended Tim. I offended him more than him
dare
dropping
you.
his salad.
All right.
All right, there.
And telling him he has to be slow.
Kelpian magic.
All right. So 2 points to pull out and ready my weapon.
Correct.
I don't have the right pull out. Okay.
1 point to aim it properly.
Well, I'm not aiming right
Or sorry,
now.
2 points to aim it properly and
points.
1 to shoot it.
Mm.
1.
Okay, so 2 points to pull out and ready my weapon. 1 point to go to prone.
Okay.
I'm still facing the same
Prone.
direction. I am preparing to shoot at anybody who kind of passes, out here.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna hold my other 6.
Okay. Now, just to let you know, when you're prone behind a 2-foot wall, that has greatly limited your vision as far as
Yeah,
because now you're basically your face is behind the wall, so they're gonna have to get up real close.
that's why I'm facing over here, which is
Gotcha.
open. See, there's no wall here. Dumbasses.
Right.
What are you doing over there?
They're playing.
Okay. Yeah, so there's no wall here. So I have full cover in 3 directions, and I'm pointing my phaser in the one direction that I don't have cover.
That's right. There is no wall there. I couldn't. I was thinking there was, but no. That's just different for color. This is what happens when you take an image that's like from an actual overhead map and try to add it into this. The color doesn't quite go like you want it to. All right, so. Yes, we know, Tim. We know. We know. We feel sorry for you. We know.
You don't.
All right, coinless.
Okay.
So you're going to drop down the hole and give them all biomechanical implants.
Jetpacks.
Sweet.
Wrap jetpacks under
So
those
I-
spines.
Rocket boots.
So the
Rocket
jumping
boots.
down the whole thing wasn't not what I was thinking.
Understandable.
But at the moment, okay. So does inner thoughts think? Okay. So I have some questions.
Okay.
So thinking.
Okay. Have we gotten a good visual description of what these things are?
What you guys were able to see. Well, actually, no one has communicated anything. You haven't seen Jack, so no one. Some of the guys here got a good enough look at him, but you have no clue. All you've seen are energy bolts going overhead.
The only communication that you've heard so
reset,
far
right?
was contact left, contact right, take cover.
So, points reset if you don't use them when the round resets, right?
Correct. Once it gets back to your
So
turn.
I'm just gonna start by saying, telling everyone, what's going on? Tell me.
Are you yelling
to
that
everybody.
into a communicator, or are you just
Tell me
yelling
what's
that?
going on. Just out loud to
Now,
everybody.
no one can respond unless they want to spend a point.
Please,
Um,
so we can communicate. Because no one knows what's going on.
Would
Do
my
I know what's
character
going on?
have seen these guys? Yeah.
Have I seen
I'm
them?
shooting at
And
one.
then
I figured I've
your points
seen
are
them.
gonna run out anyways. So.
I got 3 people talking. Hang on. Okay, so the people who could give any kind of description of them are Harkin, Hero, Calvo, and Tynol. Actually, and Sorab too. Actually, really, the only ones that haven't seen it are Chloe and Fish.
All right, I'll spend a point and tell him what I'm seeing.
So, basically, what you're seeing are, it looks like, heck, I'm gonna post the image.
And because he's yelling this, I assume everyone can get that piece of information.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then if Chloe decides to share the detail about the medical condition
She
of
would
the
have-
troops, then everyone.
Yes.
I mean, I would have
Wow.
said it out
metagaming there.
loud because I did try to communicate to the ship that we had people who were injured.
Yeah.
That would count. Okay.
Okay, yeah, if she did attempt to communicate it, then yes, she did.
You definitely counted it into her points spent.
Right.
Yes.
I'm just not sure if how points work still. If things are locked to specifics unless points are deductive specifically for the action.
I mean, I spent points to send a communication to the ship, and I spoke out
And if
loud,
you
so
if you
everyone
said
around
it
me would have heard
loud
me.
enough for them to hear, yes. Okay, so this is what they look like. I just posted in Star Trek Game General chat.
Oh, okay.
So they are
Ooh,
humanoid, about human-sized, give or take.
They look like those lights from
Question.
Monsters Inc.
They look like frogs. I think they're frogs.
Oh no!
Would I be
they're-
able to make
they're
a
Star Trek, right?
biotechnology?
Okay,
determine if
they're
they're robots
space
or-
frogs.
Space robots.
Okay, without
Yeah.
seeing them yourself, no, you cannot make a biotechnology roll to determine if they're robots or not. It's just based on a description, you have no idea.
Yeah, no, I'll describe what I'm seeing here, though.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Can we do a history roll to see if the Federation's ever seen these aliens before?
Well, whether they've seen them, whether you know whether they've seen them, are two very different questions.
Well, okay, so he's asking if they're robots?
Yes.
So
the best you can tell is
hold,
they
hold
don't.
On, hold on a second.
They didn't move like robots do. They moved in a very organic way. They did not seem stiff like you'd expect from a robot.
Right.
These are spacesuits of somebody.
Yes. That's what it appeared to be.
But I feel like the Federation have met these people before. That's why I'd be like, I feel like this is a history roll, even though it might be
right. Those
a
things.
very low chance of us getting it right.
Yeah.
But
okay, because I can see heat signatures, and into the ultraviolet.
Ah, right, Kelpian.
Carol.
What?
They look like the cleaners.
The cleaners from
from
Monsters
the
Inc.
Child Detection Agency.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
So this is all happening in Discord. If you're not familiar, you can join our Discord and see what's happening here. It's
Monsters Inc. guys.
There.
One of them has a sock on its back.
So when I'm giving my description, does that factor in? Like, am I noticing anything?
Yes, they
worth
do appear
mentioning?
to be giving. They do appear to be giving off heat where you would expect a life, like a actual flesh and blood thing, to be giving it off. Although they're within a suit, so it's muffled at best.
Okay.
Now you got to figure out how you can formulate that into a short communication so you can only.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll describe them as unidentified life forms in spacesuits, and then describe the spacesuit.
Okay, that's short enough.
Okay. So I imagine, because I'm right in front of Tynel.
I mean, they're wearing wicker spacesuits.
Yeah, Tynel. I kind of got the
Yeah.
gist of what he was doing with the trying to communicate to Starbase. That didn't work. Chloe trying to communicate. That didn't work. People are okay. So would I be able to look towards where the blaster bolts landed to see
Apparently your eyes
if
are
how
really
much
far
damage
ahead.
they would have done?
Sorry, you're saying pointless?
So because there was a bunch of blaster fire from would I be able to see where one of those bullets landed and if it did any damage to where it landed?
Yes, there is one that impacted the wall over here, and it just left a burnt scorch mark.
Okay.
It didn't take anything out of the wall.
Would I be able to know, just based off of if you took a common Federation blaster and you could determine how much damage that would do based on its setting?
That is.
Would I be able to know that?
That's gonna take a roll, And that roll is going to
Intelligence?
No, let me look.
Luck?
Nice
Might
job.
it be luck?
Oh, I am so tempted to waste an AP right now.
Oh God. Let's see.
Well, I want to
What?
talk to the
Just so you know what's going on inside of Fish Soon's
That's
head
gonna
right
be.
now. He's like,
I just want to
I
yell
could've
at
sworn
that
there
they're
was one.
aliens wearing hampers as spacesuits.
at this point, Fish
Actually,
is like
hold on.
80%
How many?
feeling that this is just like a test that the Federation's doing,
Yeah.
and this is like not actually like
Okay,
any risk
that's
factor.
personal weapons technology skill.
Cool. That's definitely a skill someone could.
Okay.
Spoiler
So-
alert: that person is not him.
So Harkin does yell out that they're aliens wearing hampers as spacesuits, and I use an AP for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Aw.
that is acceptable.
They're-
So,
it's so nice of
Fish
them to
isn't
wear the
going to do
Christmas
the
gifts
roll.
for their grandma out in public.
Beautiful. Okay.
They're
Deduction,
space hampers
deduction.
or hampers.
Space hamsters. Great.
Space hampers.
I'm so conflicted. You have no idea how conflicted I am between two options, which my character probably shouldn't do, unless he's 100% on it, and that is
Roll.
dive into that pit to see if there's any danger to it at all.
Yes,
and
there's
walk
danger.
directly towards the opponents, just to see if they'll actually do anything. Both bad ideas.
You're a
I
doctor,
can't
damn
see
it.
the bottom of the pit.
Yeah, I know it's a simulation, but it's not real.
But they
Well, the
landed
simulation.
okay.
Is that?
They did not land okay.
I mean, I didn't say they landed
Well,
well.
now if he jumps in the hole, he has a little cushion.
Yeah.
Really?
Land on the ensign, they'll be fine.
Woof.
Actually, one of
Boom.
them is really furry. So yes.
See, there you
Nice
go.
and soft
Yeah.
landing.
Oh,
Aim for the kitty.
while Fish is deciding what's going to happen, Harkin is going to adjust his weapon settings
To what?
to disrupt disruptor.
Whoa.
Let's see.
That's
You
2
are-
points.
You're gonna find out that it will not go past heavy stun or heat.
Oh, what the crap.
So you can't
Bring
set it to
protection.
disrupt.
Communicate
Extra
that,
point for
please.
Carol.
You can't set it
Can you communicate that?
It
So
shouldn't
you-
cost anything to talk to yourself.
Yes, internal monologue
point.
is free. Now, if you have split personality, that does count as communication. So
Breaking that up. Breaking that up.
Okay, so
This is a big.
it only goes up to heat.
yes, you are unable to set it to disrupt or disintegrate.
But you can do heavy stun.
Well, that's
That's it. I'm
just
jumping in the
stupid.
hole.
I can't heavy stun a tree.
Well, you can heat the
You
tree.
can heat a tree.
You can ask Scotty to
Can
teleport
you
the tree
communicate
10
to-
feet into the air.
I
And it would
guess.
fall.
I guess I will heat the tree.
All right, how many points did you have left after talking?
I had 6. So I have a question. If I'm trying to set the thing and I noticed I can't set it to my original intended setting, do I have to use another 2 points?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would that be? Would
So-
you communicate that to the party?
Well, he would have to use a point to do so.
Yeah. Is that okay?
I don't know if we'll see.
Okay.
And then I am going to take aim at the tree,
Mhm.
the red one over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at the trunk. So
Okay.
that's 8 squares. So that's
Yeah.
a negative 15.
But it's a large object, so
Oh,
that
okay.
negates that. So it counts basically every size up an object goes, that removes one negative rank from.
Okay.
So basically, if it was 2 to 5 squares, you'd have a plus 15 to hit it.
I am going to fire.
All right.
And let me do 1d100 and hope that I don't roll high.
Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
All right. So
An
one
idea
thing the
comes
system
together.
doesn't allow for that I'm going to is if you do like really well, I'll give you it'll work a little bit better than normal. So that sucker, we're in basically a desert. That sucker lights up like a Roman candle, like instantly. just.
And that brings me down to 1 AP, and I will yell out, disrupt and disintegrate unavailable.
I would like to. I would like to actually say something. I would like to call out to the unidentified aliens. I'm going to yell out to them and tell them we are on a peaceful science mission. If there is a way we can work this out, we are willing to talk.
You don't hear any response.
Can I roll?
Roll what?
Diplomacy, negotiation, charisma. You know. For the
any
sake
of his skills.
Fun, we'll try that.
Sure.
That's going to be diplomacy, negotiation, diplomacy.
Okay.
But you're going to be taking a negative 20 on this.
Okay.
Due to barriers.
Oh,
So
geez.
that does not quite.
You've insulted them and aggravated them more.
Can I give him a hero point?
I mean, the hero point,
Federation point.
the mutants and masterminds of Star Trek hero point ratio. The exchange rate is like 100 hero points equal 1 in this game. So even you, Dave, don't have quite enough.
You know, I think if we pile all of our points together,
Pull them all together. That's right.
I still don't think we have enough.
Oh goodness, not the rate Dave uses them. Okay. So unfortunately, the attempt at negotiation fell through. But anyhow, this is all happening during Fish's turn. Fish, what are we doing?
Yeah. So as this happens and he gets this information, Fish is very confident at this point that this is just a complete, this is just Kobayashi Maru just, it's a setup. They're doing this to test us, and he's not having it, as he clearly is not suited for combat. So he's just, would I be able to communicate and then use go to run action?
You could, if you're going to run, that could be the only thing you do during your turn. Let me verify that if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yes, no other action is possible during the turn.
Yeah.
He can't yell and run at the same time.
Correct. By the rules.
So,
okay.
How many turns do you think it would take me to get in the pit? Because I have 8 action points left.
You have 8 action points left.
I want to communicate originally.
All right. So you can get to the edge of the pit.
Okay. I'll just for this turn, I'll just get closer and I'll use my 1 point left to that's at this distance, I imagine.
So
Here.
duck down next to the wall.
Yeah, just get close to the wall, and I'm just gonna casually yell out, "Guys, it's a simulation. I'm gonna jump in the hole to where the commanders are." I'm just clearly just yeah. You think it's I'm not that dumb, guys. Come on, Federation. This is not that impressive. The impressive thing, but he personally is just I know your tricks.
It would be hilarious if he does this on every mission.
It's a simulation,
guys.
All these years, it's just been one big test.
But because of 99 luck, it always turns out fine for me.
We are at the top of the turn, and it is 2 minutes of, and we know
You
that
are reading my
Tripper has
mind.
the hard stop at 11.
All right,
I
so
do Everyone, make sure you write down somewhere and keep for next time how many action points you have left. So you can
I
reference
use the middle circle on my token because I figure we're going to go back to it.
Oh,
the
that's
green
brilliant.
circle, and I wrote 4/10 for me, so I know I have 4 of 10 action
Hey,
points
that's
left.
actually what
and
I'm
then
going to
hit enter.
recommend everyone does. Eric,
Yep.
you brilliant.
And then I use the
brilliant
red
master.
one for your. I have my moments, but the red one, health points. I put my health points in there.
Your max
just in
endurance,
case,
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
that'll happen next time, so we will need to do this next Thursday just
No.
to get us through this. Hopefully, it'll move faster. There's a few things that are going to happen that'll speed things up, so don't worry. But the first turn,
We're gonna find out.
now we got an idea of how some things work, so
All
we're getting there.
All right, cool. Well, so let's go ahead and wrap this up and launch to the closing credits then, which we're unrolling for the first time today.
Nice.
Unveiling for the first
Oh.
time today. So thank you very much for joining us. Again, this is a prequel session where we're preparing for our Extra Life 24-hour gaming marathon, which will be the weekend of October 1st and 2nd, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. both days, Eastern Time, on this channel, where we'll be actually going into the main storyline. If you want to, and we would please encourage you to do so, donate to our Extra Life team. You can donate to any individual members through the roster option on the page, or to the team itself. Each of us is raising money for our local Children's Miracle Network Hospital, which most of us are for Boston, but there's also Orlando, Bay State, San Diego, and Buffalo represented on the team. So far, none of them have raised money through us. I think every donation that's come in has
Also
been to
Norfolk.
Boston. Oh, and Norfolk. How do you say it?
Norfolk.
Norfolk?
Norfolk. I don't know.
Somewhere in
But
Virginia.
I live here.
Somewhere in Virginia.
Yeah, so that is also a hospital that is represented on our team now. So definitely check that out. Again, so all the money that we've raised so far as a team has been for Boston. The only people who have actually raised money, to my knowledge, have been people that are raising money for Boston. I haven't looked today, so I don't know if that's 100% true. But go ahead and go on there. Everything you donate goes straight to the hospital. It helps kids in need at the hospital. Some of it goes to care, some of it goes to expenses, some of it goes to things that help make the stay at the hospital better for the kids. So please, we would encourage you to do that. If not now, then during the Extra Life Marathon. And we will be resuming this next Thursday. We'll have more of this, and then that weekend will of course be the Extra Life event. So thank you very much, and you have a good night.
Night, y'all.
Bye.
Night.
Good night. Live long and prosper.